Coming up on this episode of WJMH Reports, we'll give you an inside look at what school counselors across Marshall County do for their students.
Then we'll preview this year's Ohio Valley Night to Shine.
Finally, one John Marshall CTE teacher recently received national recognition for his work in the classroom.
That and more starts now on WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait. February 3rd through the 7th is School Counselor Appreciation Week.
From primary school to high school, being a counselor is an important job that helps more students than people may realize. Every school has student counselors who are working hard to ensure that each student has both the resources and confidence to tackle any obstacle that may come their way, both inside and outside of school. February 3rd through 7th is a special time to take notice of just how much they do around the schools. Elementary school counselors don't do the same things as high school counselors, but they do just as much important work. McNitch Primary School Counselor Jennifer Pickett loves working with kids and seeing the innocence and excitement as they learn. She helps with a plethora of things throughout the school day and is there for kids when they need it.
I meet with kids individually, I go in classrooms and provide lessons, and then it just kind of depends on what comes up during the day, who's really needing something.
Similar to primary school, being a counselor in high school is also difficult yet rewarding. John Marshall High School student counselor Micah Ward says the best part of her job is working with the students.
It's exciting to see them come in as freshmen. Usually a lot of students are really nervous, and then as they grow and mature, by the time they get to their senior year and we're working with them on their future plans, whether that's college or the military or a trade school, it's just really exciting to watch everybody kind of come into who they are and make.
Next time something goes wrong with your schedule or you need a shoulder to cry on, remember your hardworking counselors. Both Ward and Pickett want their students to know that they will always have someone in their corner at school. So next week, be sure to thank your school counselors for all that they do.
Registration to Marshall County Schools Pre-K is now open for children that will be 4 before July 1st. You'll have to go to the school in your area and pick up a registration packet, or you can request an application packet mailed to your house. You'll also have to call the school and make an appointment for your child's screening. On the day of screening, you are to bring your child along with their birth certificate, current immunization record, and completed packet. All elementary school screenings will be held on February 17th, and the makeup date will be February 24th. For more information, you can get in contact with Assistant Superintendent Karen Clamett by calling her at 304-843-4400, extension 309. You can also email her at k-clamett@k12.wv.us, or you can visit the Marshall County Schools website at boe.marsh.k12.wv.us.
Registration for kindergarten in Marshall County Schools has also begun. Children who wish to register must be 5 years old prior to July 1st. To register your child, call the school in your area to make an appointment. Screening dates are as follows: Cameron Elementary on February 18th, Center McMecken Elementary on February 19th, Glendale Elementary on February 20th, Hilltop Elementary on February 25th, Sandhill Elementary on February 26th. McNitch Primary on February 27th, and Washington Lands Elementary on March 4th. Students who are already enrolled in Marshall County Pre-K do not need to register.
Marshall County Schools is teaming up with ParentGuidance.org to offer a free coaching program for its students' parents or guardians. When you register, which you can do by scanning the QR code on our screen, you will also be connected with a parenting coach and therapist created content to help you navigate the ups and downs of parenting free of charge. The coaching includes confidential support. You'll meet weekly with your coach and review assessment and test results and discuss future goals, messaging with a coach, tools and tips to support you, and guided step-by-step resources. For more details, visit parentguidance.org/school-coaching. Again, that's parentguidance.org/school-coaching.
January was School Board Recognition Month. School Board Recognition Month was a time to recognize the contributions of school board members, raise awareness of the important role of school boards in communities, and to acknowledge the time and energy school board members dedicate to their communities. Marshall County School Board members are John Miller, President of the School Board, Christy Robison, Vice President of the School Board, Brenda Caulfield, Lori Kessner, and Dwayne Miller. We recognize these members for their hard work for Marshall County Schools and thank them.
The annual Ohio Valley Night to Shine is back again for 2025. The event, which is hosted by Limestone Presbyterian Church, will take place on Friday, February 7th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Moundsville Center and is for people with special needs from ages 14 and up to experience an extraordinary prom night. The event was started worldwide 11 years ago by Tim Tebow Foundation, which wanted people with special needs to know that God loves them just as He loves everyone. Locally, the event was started by Christy Crawford in Bowman Ridge United Methodist Church 10 years ago. Event attendees get everything a true prom would include: limousine rides, crowns and tiaras, and a dance floor. Anyone ages 14 and up can also volunteer to help at this event. All volunteers must attend 1-hour training prior to the event per the Tim Tebow Foundation. There are several different roles volunteers can do during the event, which is completely free of charge to attendees. If you'd like to help the cause but cannot volunteer, donations are also accepted.
A beloved pizza place in Moundsville has recently moved to a new location. Stay tuned to see where and hear more local news here on WJMH Reports.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
I'm thankful I survived this crash, but I'm scared I may never get my life back.
This was not your fault. You should get legal help.
For my accident, I got GKT.
I agree. Get GKT.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audra Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait. One of the many things John Marshall High School is known for is its excellence in career and technical education.
This has been recognized not only at the state level, but also nationally. WJMH reporter Abby Korngiver has more on how one JM CTE teacher was recently honored.
John Marshall's automotive and technology teacher, Jared Ulrich, was recently awarded the 2024 Carl J. Schaefer Memorial Career and Technical Education Award. Ulrich previously worked as an automotive technician before switching over to Marshall County Schools. Since then, Ulrich has looked at ways to better his students' learning experience by opening the shop to the community for his seniors to work on cars so they can have real-life experiences.
Seeing my students learn and the light bulb go off with them and then being able to go out into the industry, not all of them go into the automotive industry, but some of them go into other industries, and they are able to take the stuff they learn here and apply it and actually make a career and earn a living off of it.
The award Ulrich received is to honor Dr. Schaefer, who was a founding father of NOCTI and received public awareness as a CTE educator. The NOCTI Board of Trustees felt that Ulrich was the perfect fit for this award due to him being an excellent teacher and role model for his students. Recently, Ulrich started to look at the students' NOCTI scores to better understand what exactly his students struggle with so he can focus on what needs improvement to better the student's career.
The past 2 years, they've all risen to the challenge because we've done it 2 years now, where I've really stepped this boot camp up. I'm hoping to see another jump this year.
John Marshall High School and Marsh County Schools are very fortunate to have Ulrich as a part of their staff, and they hope that this encourages many underclassmen to join the program. Reporting from John Marshall High School, I'm Abby Korngiver with WJMH Reports.
Thanks, Abby. Ulrich students, along with all CTE completers, will take the NOCDI audit test this spring.
The Special Wish Foundation is a nonprofit charitable organization who dedicates its time to grant kids under the age of 21 who have been diagnosed with a life-threatening disease their special wish. The foundation was founded in 1982 and has grown since then. Many young children have been blessed with their wishes through this program. Executive Director of the Special Wish Foundation, Anne Marie O'Grady, is very grateful for all the families who come into this organization and make sure she stays involved.
Another thing I love about us is that we're a family. So we get to know the families. I personally meet with them, visit with them. They become part of our family. And even once the wish has been granted, we continue doing activities.
The organization, which relies on donations and fundraising, will host 4 events this year, starting with its Peace, Love, and Disco event, which will take place on Saturday, April 5th at the West at Stratford Springs. Sponsorship opportunities for the event are available now through March 24th. Then this summer, you can help the organization by participating in the 5th Annual Golf Scramble on Saturday, June 7th, or Bling and Brew on Wednesday, August 6th. Finally, the popular Lip Sync Challenge will take place on Saturday, October 18th. This fun event features community members singing and dancing on the stage of the Capitol Theater in Wheeling to see who can give the best performance. For more information on these events and how to sponsor or attend them, you can visit specialwishohiovalley.org. Again, that's specialwishohiovalley.org.
Join the Moundsville, New Martinsville, and Wheeling Rotary Clubs for their annual Rise Against Hunger event March 15th, 2025. Throughout the day, volunteers will pack 30,000 to 40,000 meals for people in need, and many people look forward to this exciting event every year. Again, it will take place on March 15th at St. Jude Hall at 826 Jefferson Avenue in Glendale, West Virginia. In addition to the volunteer work, there will also be a 50-50 tickets available at the door for some extra fun. Setup for the event will take place from 8 to 9 a.m. Packing the meals will be from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And finally, cleanup will be from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. You can take this opportunity to join the fight against global food insecurity and do your part to help those around you. For more information or to register to donate, visit riseagainsthunger.org. Again, that is riseagainsthunger.org.
Are you wondering where your favorite pizza place is gone? Don't worry, Di Felice is not gone for good. Now located at 805 10th Street in Moundsville, Di Felice has taken the spot that was previously occupied by Harvey Goodman Realtors. The location also used to house Johnny Shaw's Big Dipper and Marshall Dairy ice cream shops. Their house hours have remained the same, operating from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Di Felice offers delivery, carry-out, and catering. They are also hiring. If you're interested in receiving an application, you can visit their new location or call them. You can call them at 304-845-9300. Again, that's 304-845-9300.
Coming up next on WJMH Reports, Communities in Schools is a national organization that puts social workers in schools to help students, families, and students. Join me as I sit down with John Marshall's CIS Site Coordinator, Mrs. Janelle Armstrong, to learn more about the program and its role at JM.
Stay tuned. WJMH Reports will return after this break.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media. Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.
Welcome back to WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson. Communities in Schools is a national organization that ensures every student has what they need to realize their potential in school and beyond. The organization has site coordinators in over 3,000 schools across the country that work to provide resources and support student success. Marshall County Schools implemented this program in 2022, bringing CIS site coordinators to Washington Lands Elementary School, Moundsville Middle School, and here at John Marshall High School. Joining me now to discuss communities in schools and the impact it makes is John Marshall CIS Site Coordinator Janelle Armstrong. Thanks for joining me today, Janelle.
Thanks for having me.
First, can you tell me a little more about your background?
Well, I'm actually a Marshall County resident. I graduated from John Marshall in 1992, way before your time. And then I have a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from Bethany College, and I'm also a licensed social worker.
Can you explain communities in schools and talk about your decision to take this role at John Marshall?
Yes, Communities in Schools is here to help any student graduate and achieve in life. There's no reason to have any type of barrier for not coming to school. My big focus is attendance here. So I'm here to eliminate any barriers that a student may have that would prevent them from attending school and succeeding in life. And I chose to apply for this position because I truly have believed for many, many years that social workers need to be in schools. The teachers have so much on their plate and they don't have time to be teachers, nurses, as well as social workers. So I was so excited to see social workers being brought into Marshall County Schools, and I applied because this is actually one of my dream jobs.
What type of support do you provide as a CIS site coordinator?
We provide a variety of supports. Basic needs, food, clothing items, hygiene products, to linking families and students to resources in the community, such as therapy services. We do have Voc Rehab here. I link students to Julie Young with Voc Rehab, among other community providers, hence the name Communities in Schools. I'm here to bring community resources into the students and families here.
That sounds amazing. Why is this program so important to not only John Marshall students, but all students in Marshall County?
This gives every student a chance to succeed through graduation, through anything they want to do in life. We're here to eliminate barriers, so it's so important that every child has an equal opportunity to do what they want to do in life.
I know that you hold some other events throughout the year and provide things to students like prom dresses free of charge. Can you talk a little more about these and how they tie in with your work as a Community in Schools site coordinator?
Yes, we like to do, they're called Tier 1 activities, which is for every student in the school. And the homecoming dress giveaway is just one of the things that we do for students because not every student has the financial ability to buy dresses or suits. So that's just a way to eliminate a barrier for a student to participate in a school activity that is a fun thing, and every student should have the opportunity. We also do like a Strive to 95 attendance raffle drawing, and I would pass out raffle tickets throughout the day randomly, and at the end of the day, I will just draw for prizes. That's just a way to thank kids who are here that day to have the opportunity to participate in a drawing for attending. And there's other activities that we do that focuses on attendance.
Mm-hmm. Finally, if you had to pick one thing you want our viewers watching today to remember about Communities in Schools, what would that be?
Well, this program really touches every student, and I wish every school had the opportunity to have Communities in Schools in place in that school. We're just here to help anybody. You know, not everybody lives lives how we live, and I just think everyone deserves a chance, and I'm here to help provide any resource that they need to do that.
Thank you for joining us today and for all the work that you do for the students here at John Marshall.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about Communities in Schools, get involved, or learn about ways you can get to the program, visit its website at communitiesinschools.org. Again, that is communitiesinschools.org. Coming up next, a local production of a classic tale takes the stage in Wheeling. Stay tuned for that and more on WJMH Reports.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Welcome back. We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait. The start of the year has brought us lots of cold weather and snow. With the winter weather being so unpredictable, it's important to make sure you and your family are safe and warm. Multiple locations in Marshall County are on standby to be used as warming centers if needed. These locations, which include VFDs, churches, city council chambers, and community buildings, are not readily available and do not have set hours, but will be made available as needed. If you're in need of a warm place to stay, call 304-845-1920 for information on which warming centers are available. Anyone going to a warming center is responsible for their own transportation and should bring their own water, snacks, chargers, and any other necessities. The Salvation Army of Ohio, Marshall, Wetzel, and Tyler counties is moving its Moundsville Service Center to a new location at 248 Jefferson Avenue. The center will host a thrift store and food pantry, as well as rental assistance from the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tuesdays through Saturdays, once the facility is completely ready for public use. The social services and food pantry, previously held at 700 Jefferson Avenue, will also move to their new location at 248 Jefferson Avenue on January 30th. Salvation Army Corps Officer Lieutenant John Lawrence recognizes the need in not only Marshall County, but other surrounding counties as well, and hopes to expand into them.
Because the community here is in great need. Some other communities have a lot more agencies that are providing help in those communities. Marshall County and even our lower counties of Wetzel and Tyler County have less resources available.
If you're in need of services the Salvation Army can provide for you, you may visit at 248 Jefferson Avenue in Moundsville or by calling their number at 304-233-4400. Again, that's 304-233-4400 and 248 Jefferson Avenue. This weekend, a production of Beauty and the Beast will take the stage at Towngate Theater. The cast, which is comprised of members of various ages, has been preparing for weeks and will finally perform this Friday, January 31st at 7 p.m., as well as February 1st, 2nd, 8th, and 9th at 3 p.m. Austin Schronker, who is playing the Beast, is excited for people to see the twist on a classic story.
It's unique. It's a unique take on the regular Beauty and the Beast tale. It's not the musical. It's not the regular Disney tale we all know. It's like the gothic tale. So there's a...
For tickets to see Beauty and the Beast, or for information on other upcoming shows, visit o-ionline.com.
Coming up next on WJMH Reports, are you a WJMH Media alumni? Find out how you can be featured on our social media pages.
That plus Weekend Pictures is next right here on WJMH Reports.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
I'm thankful I survived this crash, but I'm scared I may never get my life back.
This was not your fault. You should get legal help.
For my accident, I got GKT.
I agree. Get GKT.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Audrey Ferguson.
And I'm Emma Strait.
Are you a former WJMH Media student? We want to hear from you. WJMH Media is excited to launch our WJMH Alumni Spotlight on our social media pages to showcase all the great things our former students are doing. To participate, scan the QR code on your screen, fill out the form, and send an email to carly.mcelhaney@k12.wv.us with pictures to use on the social media post. Once your form and pictures have been received and reviewed, your spotlight may be posted on our Facebook, X, and Instagram pages. Again, don't forget that filling out the form is only the first step in the process. You must also send at least one, but up to 5 pictures to be used on social media to carly.mcelhaney@k12.wv.us. These pictures can be professional headshots, pictures of you working at your current job, or pictures of you working with WJMH Media during your time in the program. We look forward to hearing from alumni and featuring them on social media.
WJMH sophomore Emmeline Hyde has attended several John Marshall boys and girls basketball games over the last few weeks. Pictures from these games make up this week's Weekend Pictures.
You can try. Thank you to Emmeline for attending those games and providing this week's pictures.
Although we haven't been able to have a full broadcast in a while due to our holiday break and inclement weather, WJMH Reports is back with more news stories.
Our reporters and writers have a plethora of news story ideas for our next few editions of our show, giving you all more to look forward to. We would again like to thank our local viewers for tuning in to another episode of WJMH Reports.
A special thanks also goes out to WLU-TV and Xfinity for airing WJMH Reports.
We'll be back next week with more stories from around the community, right here on YouTube and WLU-TV. For Emma Strait and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Audrey Ferguson. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
You're watching a WJMH Media production. We're an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School, whose goal is to connect, entertain, and inform. Along with many John Marshall High School productions, WJMH Media has also worked with WTRF, the Wheeling Symphony Orchestra, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, and the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
I'm thankful I survived this crash, but I'm scared I may never get my life back.
This was not your fault. You should get legal help.
For my accident, I got GKT.
I agree. Get GKT.
Marshall County Schools is currently accepting applications for substitutes in the following categories: aide, bus driver, cook, custodian, secretary, and teacher. Get more details about the openings at mcsjobs.net. Interested? Apply at mcsjobs.net.